has my name attached to it. So it's a surreal thing. It's incredible. I'm gonna make you
So the sixth shoe now. Talk about it, man.
Well, it's here it is. I mean, this one in particular has been used and skated in and worn in. But I don't know, man. I'm loving them. They're very light, very comfortable. The lunar lawn, of course, is always a blessing because it protects my heels. I like to jump downstairs a lot, so my heels don't get blown out all the time. And suede, that's really the key component for me. Suede is good, great material for skating.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something about me, man. It's for me, it would be like a dream come true to design a shoe. Like, for you, how was it? I know this is your sixth shoe. How was it the first time around?
I mean, every time around, it's still exciting. You know, it's not one of those things like as you're doing it, it's not sinking in, and then like you get the finished product in your hand, you're like, holy, this was in my brain, you know what I mean? Like, especially, well, you're working with the shoe designer, so like this shoe is in combination in both of your brains, and now here it is, and it has a Nike swoosh on it, one of the most recognizable logos in the world.
How much power do you have behind like the designing part of it?
Well, they give me a whole, like, as much as I want to be involved, they let me, or as little as I want to be involved, they let me, but I like to be involved. But, you know, with the shoe designer, I understand that he's a shoe designer for a reason, and I'm a skater for a reason, so I do not like to cross the line too much because you gotta know what you're good at and what you're not good at, you know, so I know what I like as far as how I want the shoe to function, how I want it to feel, how I want it to skate, so I get that to the shoe designer as clearly as possible, and then they pick my brain. They ask me like what music I like, what food I like, what clothes I'm into, what other shoes I'm into, like they just, every angle of my life, they try and get inside my head so they can get an idea of what the look of the shoe I would want, you know.
What does a park like this mean to you?
It means everything.
Because before you didn't have one. They didn't have a lot of skating parks in Verona.
No, they didn't. When I came up, there was no public skate parks for sure. There was one skate park in Simi Valley, and you had to pay to go there. And I would go there, and that didn't open up until after a year or two after I started skating. But so I would go there on occasion. But really, I was all in the streets, just random parking lots. If there was a good curb there, or a local, you know, park, or a local. Like rec park, not skate park.
Right.
And a local, you know, elementary school or junior, whatever, wherever I could skate to physically, I would skate there. You know, that's the only place I had available. So public parks have obviously evolved nowadays. They become really like street simulated, you know, they simulate the stuff that you'll actually come out and skate in the street, so it's just next level. So now they're popping up all over, and I have access to private ones, which is amazing. So now I just get the keys to this place, right? Yeah, we got the access code to this place, and I'm fortunate enough to have my own place in the valley, so I got options, you know, and I'm just spoiled, man. At this point in my life, in my skate career, I'm just spoiled, man. I'm a spoiled brat.
I know you're a big fan and friend of Weezy, Lil Wayne.
Of course, man.
How does that kind of trip you out at times? Like, man, like so and so's a big fan of me. So and so. I know you're a big fan of Jay-Z and you want to meet him, right?
Yeah, of course.
But going back to Weezy, how is that?
Unfathomable. Like, never in my wildest dreams did I think that our worlds would ever cross paths. You know, like he's on some like one of the most famous people on this whole planet, you know, and I'm in this little small pond. I'm a big fish in a small pond, you know what I mean? He's a big fish in a big pond. And the fact that he gained an interest in skateboarding, and I have been a fan since over a decade, you know, he's been around forever, but I started really getting into him. 500 Degrees came out, and I was like, damn, this is tight. And then I went back and picked up all the earlier catalog, and then just been picking up everything it comes out with since. I'm on top of it, so it's like, I'm a true actual fan. Like, bought all kinds of tickets to concerts, bought all the albums.
But now,
watched
now
every
you're in the...
interview on YouTube, every XXL magazine, every. Like when he always, you know, brings his music and he'll just have music playing and he'll just be rapping to it. And like, what the trippiest part is we'll be skating at the park and one of his songs will come on because he'll just have a big playlist and play whatever, all kind of people's music. And one of his songs will come on and I'll kind of like almost forget that he's there and I'll just zone out and like lip sync to it myself. You know how you always jam out the songs and then I'll look over like,
you're like, that's the guy right there.
Yeah, he's right there. And then I'll look at his song will be playing. I'll look at him. I'll be like, damn. That whole song was in his brain. That was right there in his brain, and that's incredible. Like I trip out on things like that, man. I love being a fan and getting starstruck. I love it. Like even to this day, I'll be around Eric Costa, and I'll still like all his video parts he's ever had. They play through my mind. I'll be looking at him, and be like, wow, that's the dude. He did this and that and this.
That's crazy, man.
I love it. It's so inspiring because my whole life growing up, I didn't have like an older brother or something like that. So like. My older brothers were the people I looked up to, you know, Michael Jordan, Bruce Lee, Jay-Z, Weezy, all these
and you want, wait, and so one of the last things is you want to shake Jay-Z's hand.
Of course, yeah.
That's one of the things that you want, that's one of your goals that you want to do.
It's a handshake, yeah. Hello.
Well, dude,
inspiration.
Lastly, Twitter, I just started following you on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And it's, what is it? Is it just?
P-Rod84.
P-Rod84. Follow him at P-Rod84. P-Rod, you're a humble and cool dude, brother. Thank you.
Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Yeah.